Crickety crackety. Hello, everybody. Did you hear the chairs? They're creaking over here. We're having a good time. It's what's today? It's a Saturday. We've been drinking water all day. We've been sipping on the fowls of the earth. We've been reading. We've been writing. And there's one thing that we definitely have not been doing, and that is thinking. Guys, life is good. Life is simple. How could it be anything else? How could it be any more less? How could it be clearing your throat? How could it be so easy to understand that all you got to do is remind yourself that the rules are written, but that doesn't mean you have to follow them. The rules take the game out of the fun, but what we got to do is make the fun game. So how do we begin? How do we start? How does a man or a woman of unusual ability, how could they run the figure much higher than this? I don't know. But everybody, welcome. Welcome back to one of your favorite knowledge drips, that is Wild Thoughts, with your host, The Big Bang. Cheer it up. Life is good. Today. Okay. Thank you. And today. Okay, wow. Thank you. Thank you again. I'll stand up and do another cheer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know. Guys, we're pushing it. We're moving up the ranks here. Wild Thoughts with the Big Bang. Not only because of the ability for me to be able to speak in front of this beautiful blue microphone, but for the ability to share it with all my enemies, all the people I don't really enjoy that much, but I still like you to know that I'm doing good and that my life is good. Because fortunate at the 3-minute and 2-second mark. Fortunate is the person who understands this principle sufficiently well to keep his or her brain vitalized or recharged by periodically, did I say that one right? Periodically contacting it with a more vital mind. Sexual contact is one of the most effective of the stimuli through which a mind may be recharged, providing the contact is intelligently made between man and woman who have genuine affection for each other. Any other sort of sexual relationship is a devolatizer of the mind. Now, what does that mean for the most people that are not stricken to the heart of love? For what some would call sexual contact of the same sex is their mind a devitalizer. Is that how you say that one? Devitalizer? Man, I need to get someone in here smarter than me to read this. Is the mind working completely free with love? I do not know if the answer to that. So you gotta go ask someone. Now, I hope you got all that down. I hope you were listening, reading, writing it down into your journal. But if you weren't, that's alright, because I did it for you with my smooth, beautiful, throat clearing, air breathing, water drinking voice. For now it is here, and it shall be here. Because for one, we are the universe, and we are excited. Our leaders are out and about. They're doing the things that we need to do, but can't do. That's why we find other people to do them for us. Because we're all about making our life easy. Why? Because I am the dust of the earth. I am the awakening of the earth. And it's all about allowing your dust to flow. Let your dust flow through the Ethernet of life, the cables of the headphones. Let the dust flow. The speakers of sound, the Wi-Fis of the intelligent, the 4Gs, the big tits. Let them float. Let the dust float, man. I'm telling you, you got to be fearless. You got to be aware of your abilities. You got to find that deep down in you, the ability to find that you can conquer all things. That you can blistex your way through life. Put it on your lips. Let the dust into your body. Flow like a highway with one car. Flow like a highway with 10 cars. Or maybe flow like a highway with no cars. Maybe you're a spaceship. Maybe you float through the air. Maybe you rub dish soap on your neighbor's dog. I don't know, man. But now that we're about 7 minutes and 45 seconds in, I know in the last knowledge drip we did, which was great, it was Nairobi's vibe, how she played that music. I was thinking, well, I know a guy that made music at one time. And his name is Pop Panda. Now, I think you can find it on SoundCloud only. But this is music that I used to create. I still create. Why not? Fuck it. It's a good life. So, what I'm going to do now for you, because of how great this intro is going, and how the universe is moving, and the dust is flowing, and the wind has stopped blowing to allow our dust to settle for a little bit so that we can grow the abundance of life through the seed that was held within our dirt so that the roots can move around and that our fruit can be eaten, shitted out, and the dirt motherfucking continues. You see, guys, this life is easy. The only thing that makes it complicated is the mind. For once you know that you already don't know, maybe you'll be able to ride your bicycle without a training wheel. What was that? Was that any good? Was that a good one? Is that a good metaphor for life? I don't know if it is, but I think it is. Take off those training wheels. Take off those motherfucking unpossibilities of life. For you are the rich, you are the poor, you are the abundant, you are the almighty non-thinker leader of your life. Because every detail that you thoughtfully put into your life, you may learn a lesson to master it. You may conquer your world. You may believe in the everlasting creature of life. As I lay my cheek upon my blue snowball, go ahead and take a deep breath, because I forgot to play the music. Because we got so wrapped up in the words. I don't know. The words just started flowing. They were bringing our people together, our kinfolk. Our families, whatever you want to call it. The breathing apparatus. The only thing different between each person is really thinking. So what type of thinking do you want to do? Because within your mind you create, and within your mind you also destroy. But within your mind, can you neither create or destroy, and just let the flow of dirt, the flow of time, the flow of awakening, the flow of motherfucking awakening. All right, we're at the 12-minute mark, so let's go ahead and start this now. This song by Pot Pop Panda, spelled P-A-W-T, Pop Panda, is called Was War Warm. So go ahead, turn up your sound a little bit. Turn down your brain. Turn up your soul. Find the dirt within you and share this knowledge drip with your best friend as we begin to play Was War Warm by Pot Pop Panda. Oh shoot, that's the end of it. Damn it, we fucked up, man. Okay, it's alright. That's the end of it. We'll start all the way over. Here we go. Was War Warm.
Don't be afraid of death, because that's all the fucking cost. Play something a little bit harder. Load the guns. Prepare for war. Troops, unite.
Enjoy your last breath. This is good. This is great.
Have you ever?
Wow. Congratulations. That was it for that song. Now, if you guys want to find it, hopefully I played it too loud. That was my goal. My goal, at least, was to play it loud enough that you couldn't understand what was going on so that you'd have to go on the SoundCloud and find it. Because, as my great uncle said, yep, true, it is, the 16th president. He is my great uncle, Abraham Lincoln. As he said, I like to see a man proud of his country. And I like to see him so live that his country is proud of him. Now that was from Lincoln, one of my great ancestors, great uncles, I believe that's what they call it. So, I mean, I'm just saying I come from royalty. Obviously a long line of deep philosophical bystanders of time. Now that word was hard for me to get out, as you can easily say. I don't know why I'm having a hard time talking right now. It should be easy, right? Shit should be easy. But here's the problem I figured out. I ain't got nothing to put me to the next level. So let's put our forces back on and let's continue to our next level. Because now that we have everything done right there, I wanted to go over a few things from the last knowledge drip. You guys were upset. One, because at the end of the knowledge drip, I didn't record or I didn't do the self-confidence formula. Now let me explain something to you. The reason we didn't do the self-confidence formula is because somebody, Nairobi paid her $100 because she wanted to do her own podcast. So you know what? We let her do her own damn podcast. Her own knowledge drip. And if you want to be on it too, easily, you know what you got to do. Donate that $100. And then you can get on here and you can start building your thing. Remember, this guy's girls, women, leaders. This knowledge drip is worldwide. It's the catchy phrases. It's the knowledge drip. It's saying that this is the greatest knowledge drip ever created today. We speak our words into existence. So let's go ahead, now that we're at the 20-minute mark almost. And let's take a sip of water because I'm thirsty. And let's begin our basic instructions for sitting meditation. Golly, this is distracting. Here we go. These are our basic instructions for sitting meditations. 1, you got to sit in a stable and comfortable position. Remain upright and still. Close your eyes. Place and keep your motherfucking attention on the sensations of your breath. Notice in the background all that arises in your mind's surroundings. but gently refrain from giving in to the urges to engage in, focus on, or follow the various thoughts, memories, noises, physical sensations, or impulses to fidget. Ooh, that one's a hard one for me. The impulse to fidget. That will arise. Allow them to fade away on their own, with your attention remaining on the sensations of breathing. Upon noticing that your attention has gone astray, gently reapply your attention to the sensations of breathing and congratulate yourself for this mini awakening to an awareness in the bitch-ass present moment. Now, what does that present moment mean for you? Is it the ever-ending of now of time? The suffocating nonsense of deliverance of your time? Or is it the field of life? Is it the player? Is it the creator? For the creator would be within inside of you, and the player would be the thing you create with your player creator. Now, if you want to create your players, then you got to do it with your mind. You got to seed the holy word. You got to realize that I am the power. I am the power of all creatures. I am the power of all creatures and living and breathing things. For it's my time. For it's our ride. It's getting late now. It's like 11:48 p.m. And I still got at least another good 7 minutes in me. So sit on in. Hold on tight. Because guys, when you go to work, you're not going to get paid that much. Sometimes you're going to work for free for a long time before you get paid. Because when you're working, just remember that you are becoming. And as human becomings, it might take you more than a year to learn how to walk. It might take you more than 10 years to learn to talk. But when you figure it out, you finally figure it out. So let's go ahead. Shift into wisdom. Shift into the passive and aggressive. The triangle of 2 minutes. The hellfire to the leaders of your thoughts, your actions, your desires. The peacefulness. And the beginning of the wild thoughts with the Big Bang. The knowledge that is. Pushes your thought boundary and allows yourself to be in eternal bliss. Of allowing you to challenge your own self-taught lectures. Performing your thoughts. And allowing you, the creator, to control the actions that interest you. Now that you are aware of the unlimited choices, you are able to control how much stress. I think I was talking about someone today about stress. How much stress, how much worry, and those fears, those 6 basic fears of life that is put into the back of your eyes. Must you know or see everything out there? Will the stress of you not being aware of the fear of missing out be the capable contract that you are looking for? What truths of inside of your melting and expanding, dying consciousness? Is it the prison of fear that keeps your subconscious mind locked and uneven to fulfill the basic needs of your human becomings? Power. Power is thought created. Power is thought created inside of you. So the only possibility to take the full truth of your being, created to please and take what the all abundance has given unto me, your power. In a world with an amazing amount of benefits. Oh, there's so many amazing amount of benefits. We can easily get lost in a mind track. Oh, we can easily get lost in a mind track. We can get lost in a mind track of not having enough. Whoa. Man, we can get easily lost in that. The dent or lack is a suppression brought by visual images and voices that are seen in your head and heard. Example of one suppression is a car dealer. They show thousands of cars, while you only have the ability to drive one at a time. This visual oppression of lack. I like that. This visual oppression of lack is to keep you controlled. And the fear yourself locked in your riskless box. Do not wait to be happy. Do not hesitate to take an opportunity that you want. For it is easy to create the option. Wow, it is easy to create the options. And if you do not create the option of opportunity that will best command to your wishes, then your opportunity will be to be commanded by the strongest fear in your life. In a knowledge drip, we went over the 6 basic fears. You had the ability to courageously know of the fears. Whether it's the fear of poverty. Fuck. Whether it's the fear of old age. Oh, my dick's getting hard. Whether it's the fear of criticism. Stroke your ability to not get done what you need done. Live a life created by the oppression of the oppressor. And begin to oppressing process. Lack what you are not in need of. And let it go. Provide in the abundance of your needs. And prosper the calling of the nature of its being. Provide your body with what you need. And change the feeling of lack. Change that motherfucking oppressing feeling of lack into a new world. A world from lack to indulgence. From lack to indulgence, my friends. For if you heard this contemplation on plastic, prove your awareness the Big Bang. Well, everybody, we're done reading that. That's what we have written for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, the only place you can get that is right here on this knowledge drip. There ain't no books that you're going to read that has that, but you definitely might flow into the knowledge drip that is Wild Thoughts. So before we close it out, we're at the 31 minute and 8 second mark. I want to say thank you to all the great leaders out there for continuing to pour in. Remember to share it with your enemies and listen to it with your friends. And if you're really good friends, you can come do it with me. So let's go ahead and let's finish this off now. 31 minutes in. 30 seconds. Let's go ahead and do the self-confidence formula. First, I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, aggressive, and continuous actions towards its attainment. I realize that the dominating thoughts of my mind eventually reproduce themselves in outward bodily action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, I will concentrate my mind for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person I intend to be. By creating a mental picture of this person and then transforming that picture into reality through practical service. I know that through the principle of autosuggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression through some practical means of realizing it. Therefore, I shall devote 10 minutes daily to demanding of myself the development of the factors named in the 16 lessons on this reading course on the laws of success. I have clearly mapped out and written down a description of my definite purpose in life. For the coming 5 years, I have set a price on my service for each of these 5 years, a price that I intend to earn and receive through strict application of the principle of efficient, satisfactory service which I will render in advance. I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I will engage in no transaction which does not benefit all whom it affects. I will succeed by attracting to me the forces I wish to use and the cooperation of other people. I will induce others to serve me because I will first serve them. I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing love for all humanity. Because I know that a negative attitude towards others can never bring me success. I will cause others to believe in me because I will believe in them and in myself. I will sign my name to this formula, commit it to memory, and repeat it aloud once a day with full faith that it will gradually influence my entire life so that I will become a successful and happy worker in my chosen field of endeavor. Well, everyone, 34 minutes and 37 seconds in. Congratulations, we did it. Give yourself a round of applause. All right. Write into the show if you need to. reflife32@gmail.com. All right. Until next time, everyone. This has been one of the greatest knowledge drips I've ever recorded in all times. The greatest one I've ever recorded in all my life, my histories. This has been Wild Thoughts with your host, The Big Bang. Bye.